Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Three Nerds on a Sunday, where three nerdy friends talk about all things nerd, geek, and pop culture related. I am one third of the nerd, Sonny, and the other two nerds that make up this round table are Manny and Frank.
Oh,
What's
yo,
going
yo, what is up?
And the first thing you fucking did that.
on,
Oh man.
guys? Was that on the Den of Thieves?
It might have been, yeah.
Parking
It
lot
might have
review?
been. Yep.
The good old days.
That was a good day.
And we can go get some Red Robin. Well, I don't think we did it for that movie, but get
Oh.
Red Robins, watch a movie,
So sad when they closed it.
and get drunk. Yeah, that was
And
fun.
the funny thing
great
is that we kind of knew it was coming because it was like one of the first times since the pandemic.
Yeah, yeah.
And for people that don't know, we had this movie theater we would go to, and then we've recently found out that there was a Red Robin at the time nearby. So we're like, oh, we'll do burgers and movies. Burgers and movies. This is
Yep.
like when like Sword and Shield came out. Pokemon
Yeah.
Sword and Shield came out.
Yeah, something like that.
So yeah, that was fun. Fun times.
Game that made me buy a Switch.
Onion Tower and all. But let's stop harboring on the past before I cry in my ranch water here. Ding. Let's go ahead and jump into the news then.
Okay.
I'll go first. I don't offer too much of the news anymore, so I'll go first. Patrick Wilson confirms that Insidious 5 will shoot later this year. Yeah, so it looks like Patrick Wilson will be the director of 5 as well. So he's probably looking to move behind the camera, I think, moving forward in his career slowly. But I'm partially excited just because I enjoy the Insidious movies. They're not great, all of them not great, especially like as like 3 and 4 are not fantastic, but they got their moments.
Yeah.
But I kind of want to see what Patrick Wilson can do. Maybe he can bring something different and kind of give some new life, or maybe it'll just be another bad sequel in a good franchise. I think personally, good franchise.
It could be. Yeah, I recently, I think last year, rewatched a lot of the Insidious, and they were better than I remember. Like, I kind of wrote them off after the second one, or maybe, yeah, like, I don't know. For some reason, I was just like, yeah, those movies suck. And then I rewatched them. I was like, oh, they're actually pretty good.
Yeah, not bad. It's a pretty solid franchise from start so far to finish. A couple hiccups in some movies, but overall, I mean, they are what they are, especially 3 and 4. But one is, I think, still a classic.
Oh yeah, I remember going to that theater. That was so fun.
And it's yeah, that was actually pretty fun. It was the only time I ever heard Nicole physically scared of a scene. I tried to bring it up to her, and she's always like, "No, I don't think I did." I'm
like,
why
no,
would I make it up?
no, not me, sir. No, you have the wrong lady.
I was not afraid. What Devil Made Me Do It? Is that the fourth? The one that just came out?
No, that's the Conjuring.
The
films.
Conjuring.
Yeah.
These ones.
The last Insidious movie was, I believe, The Last Key.
Oh yeah, I didn't really like that.
Yeah, that again, good jump scares, but it wasn't like great overall. A couple good moments, but it was one of those like, probably should have done something else.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not this.
So I mean, they're not even. It's not even filming yet, right? So it's probably years away.
They're gonna film later this year. Depending on how fast they can sell up, probably maybe end next year for Halloween, maybe.
Yeah.
Or the dreaded January spot.
Yes.
Which is not as relevant, but still pretty shitty to like hey, it's January, drop all your bad movies.
Yeah. Yeah, the good old January spot.
It's my favorite time of the year. Shitty movies and for matinee prices. But yeah, that's it for the Insidious news. I'll toss it over to one of you guys.
I got nothing else. Oh, no, I do.
Okay.
Goosebumps.
Yes, Goosebumps.
Yeah.
Goosebumps coming on Disney Plus live action. What was the original Goosebumps on Fox for Chicago?
Yeah, I believe Fox. It sounds right.
Fox.
No?
You don't think Fox?
Then screw me.
Jesus.
What would you say then? I'm just curious.
ABC or something, no?
What?
Like ABC or NBC or
No.
No, I don't think so. I
No.
think it was. I
good
think it was
old
Fox because
WWR?
Are You Afraid of Dark was like Nickelodeon.
Oh, okay.
I think everything else was Fox. I'm pretty sure it was Fox. It was Fox or like WB Kids, but I'm pretty sure it
Wait,
was
so
Fox.
is this going to be like an extension of the Jack Black movie or something?
Oh, I forgot about that. I don't think so. That wasn't that good, right?
I don't think it was. I heard it wasn't. I didn't watch it. So I can't say.
The first one had its charm. Second one was just they had
There was two?
Yeah, there was two. Yeah.
Yep, there were two.
Oh my god.
2 is not memorable whatsoever. I can't
Oh
even
my
tell you
God.
what the story was.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. But no, that'd be kind of cool. For our kids, our current kids and future kids, to have that kind of like scary show to watch like we did. And again, I think I don't know if Goosebumps scared you guys. You might have been a little bit too old for it when it came out. Can't remember.
No, Goosebumps scared me. It was kind of freaky. Yeah.
Yeah, there was some that were like, oh, pretty good actually. Like some didn't really have like happy endings, or they were like cliffhangers. Like, are they dead? Oh my god, what's happening?
Yeah, a lot of them they have happy endings either. So I kind of appreciated that.
Yeah, it was cool. It was a nice change of pace. Made us gloom and doom real young. How about you, Frank? Was Goosebumps on your radar, or was this kind of past your time?
Frank?
I think he's frozen. Yep, there he is.
Yep.
He'll jump back in a minute. He'll jump back in a minute. But yeah, kind of yeah. Like Frank said, I hope it's not or like you guys said, it's not a extension of the movies. More just kind of like reimagining of the stories. It kind of a updated form. That'd be nice. So, let's see here. Computer rebooted on me. Frank will join us in a few minutes here. It's gonna knock out some other news real quick. I don't imagine you would care about much about this one for me. Stephen King's The Boogeyman is being produced and being moved forward here. It's gonna start filming soon. I believe there was like a shitty version that came out like early 2000s, maybe mid 2000s, about the Boogeyman. This is exactly what you would think it is. It's about the boogeyman in your closet that haunts the children. There's more to it than that, but the story is kind of basic. But I think if they do it right, it can be a pretty cool, creepy little story. And it's kind of crazy to me how many films are based off of Stephen King's work. There's stuff that I wouldn't even think about. There's just so many of them out there.
Yeah.
If I forget. Would you say you're a big fan of Stephen King stuff, or is that kind of out of your wheelhouse?
I mean, like, what's a big fan?
Read the books. You're like, if there's a movie out, you have to watch it. That's Stephen King, or is it one of those things where like if it's on and you can watch it by accident or something, you'll watch it, kind of thing, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know about by accident, but yeah, I'll watch it on purpose.
Okay, that's cool. Because what was the last big thing? Oh, it was The Outsider, right, on HBO. That was like
yeah,
latest project.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah,
really?
it was good. Yeah, I enjoyed the book too. They're both done really well. I was surprised because I think The Outsider is still kind of newish book. The fact that they made it so quickly, it's pretty surprising to me. But up there he is.
Hello.
Hey!
Sorry, people.
Sorry,
okay.
party people. Party people.
He's a potty pooper.
I got in a car accident. And I was like, what are you doing?
Well,
a little bumper car.
I don't know how to respond to that, so I'm just gonna move along quietly here. Frank, since you're here, What are your stances on Stephen King? You a big fan of the guy? Do you like his work, or is it one of those like you'll watch certain projects? of his stuff?
I like most of his work. Yeah, I do. I
Okay.
just I'm not clamoring for more or anything.
Gotcha.
So if it comes out and it's good, then I will
He's-
be there.
He said clamoring.
Yes. I'm trying to expand my vocabularies.
Look at
Ooh.
you.
Got your word of the day tablet and everything.
Yeah.
Do you have any news for us, Frank?
I have the Halo trailer. You guys
Say
talk about that?
what? Oh no, we did not. I'm glad you brought it up.
Did Manny watch it?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Good.
I was watching football.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to say no.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, sir.
I really saw it during the football game,
Oh,
and then I saw the I guess the full trailer later that day. Looks good.
which football game? The Super Bowl?
No, not yet. Not yet. Not
from the
yet.
Leading up, the Super Bowl's next week, Frank.
Yeah, I believe those were the conference championships.
Yes.
I hope you guys enjoy that big game.
It should be a good game actually. I think it'd be fun.
Frank, I think it's probably the only person in America that's not going to be watching the Super Bowl.
Uh,
One of them. One of them.
I'm one of only few. We are a lonely crew. Not too many of us left. But yeah, it looks good. It's promising.
It looks good. I think that it could still fail because
sure.
I see a couple things there that are a little worrying.
Please explain.
Like certain other Spartans and some of the story elements that they seem to be highlighting in the trailer. I'm kind of like, oh, that could go bad if you guys aren't careful.
Like a bait and switch?
Not bait and switch. More like spending time on like a really, how do you say it? Yeah, my vocabulary is good now. It's garbage.
Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
Something that's been done a million times. What's the word?
Repetitiveness?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
Like, repetitive generic story that it's like, oh wow, really?
Like a generic story, I guess. Like simple.
Yeah, but the visuals look way better than I ever expected. So
yeah,
I'm just looking forward to seeing like a really like a high quality live action like Warthog and like the weapons and aliens and everything.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, it's looks good. Like I stated. There's one thing. I like Halo. I love the first 3 OG games. Fantastic stuff.
Yeah.
The lore and story, I have a vague general idea what it is. Bungie's really bad at putting that stuff in their game.
They're terrible at
telling story and like lore, because like Destiny, amazing lore. I have none of that's in the game. Halo, there's a lot of stuff that you have to go read on your own to really understand.
Absolutely. But, they're terrible.
Yeah, but I think this is gonna deviate a little bit, or maybe tell the same story in a different way, which I'm okay with. I think it's better to try to make it fit in the narrative that you're trying to write instead of like just take it straight from the game and put it on the screen, which never really ever works.
Yeah.
So far, as we can see, I think like probably one of the most successful games, maybe not successful, but most fun and entertaining is like Street Fighter, and it's fun, but it's not a really high bar.
Yeah, and like you said, the story from the game itself is not well told at all.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I just learned that like the Flood are like the greatest threat in the world. I'm like, this was not explained to me in 3 games. None of this makes sense.
Like it was like a throwaway Cortana line a couple times.
Yeah, a couple times.
But it was like if you missed it in like that half second, then you would have no idea.
Yeah, they're like, and again, the Flood is amazingly cool story in the way that they work, but you wouldn't know that from the game.
But it looks like it looks like they're in it too, which
I hope so.
Really?
They were creepy.
Yeah.
I don't think I caught that.
I feel like they're putting a lot in this though, because it's like the birth of the Spartan program, plus the Flood, plus Cortana, plus this, plus that. I don't know. Who knows?
Because they don't know if they're going to be able to make a second season.
I know, that's what they fucking love to say. Oh, we didn't know if we could, so we crammed it all, and now it's fucking garbage. So we couldn't anyway.
Yeah, I think most times it's bull, but I think in this case, yeah, because I don't know a budget, but it does look like they put some time and effort into into at least the visuals and practical stuff that they decided to do. But as usual, a lot of hardcores are already nitpicking the trailer and everything, like, oh, Katana shouldn't look like that. This is outrage. This is a travesty to all Halo fans.
Does it come out in March or?
What's up?
I think it comes out in March, right?
Something like I'm not gonna lie. I'm not sure. I don't remember offhand. I'm not gonna try to lie.
That's okay.
I'm not that ill-informed. I'm ill-informed.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we'll watch it. I don't know if we'll do like. Oh, well, I'll try to watch it. It's on Paramount Plus.
Yes, Paramount Plus.
Another.
I wasted my free trial because the kids wanted to watch something.
Yeah.
I will not get a free trial now. They're gonna be like, get out of here. Give me the fucking money.
Get the hell out of here.
You know
it'll be weekly, so free trial will not last you anyway.
Well, if you wait until the end, maybe. You binge it.
Come on.
You can binge it.
You know who you're talking to.
We will find a way to watch it, but I don't think we'll do like a week-to-week thing on it. We'll probably give you like a general thought process, but maybe we'll get lucky and get like a free trial or two. But we will see. We shall see. Last piece of news, real quick, if we're good with the Halo stuff.
Yeah, we're good.
All right then. I guess we're good. This is a movie that I thoroughly enjoyed. I don't know how the second one's gonna go, but Den of Thieves 2 is gonna be it's gonna start shooting in the spring, and the title was revealed. It is, when I scroll down this article while I continue to ramble, there it is. Den of Thieves 2 Pantera. That's the full title. It will follow basically the thing that they teased at the end of the first film of Gerard Butler's character, Big Nick O'Brien, going after Donnie Wilson, going after I believe it's Ice Cube's son. Donnie makes off, goes overseas to UK, to Europe somewhere. Europe or UK? In trailer was different. And he goes overseas and he tries to stop him. And this will involve the Pink Panther heist gang or mafia or syndicate, whatever they're called. So that's kind of cool. What's up?
Is that like a real life thing or something?
It is, yes. It's a like organization of diamond thieves and art thieves in general that come together to like pull off these really massive heists. And so that should be kind of cool to bring in some real life aspect stuff into it. I think that'd be kind of cool.
That's cool.
I think this will fall to most of the sequel fever that a lot of movies have, where like the first one's a little more grounded in reality a little bit. You know, it's more like straight nose, like it's played very straight. It was good. It was a good movie. I enjoyed it a lot. Huh?
Yeah, it was a lot better than I thought.
Oh yeah, yeah. And then when a good movie, the sequel comes out, it tends to be more action, over the top, still fun, but not as good as the first one. But it's still entertaining. So I feel like that's what this is on pace for so far. Just off the fact that they're making another one, and he's going overseas where he has no jurisdiction because you are a county cop. You are not FBI.
I know, right? It didn't really make sense. Why would they send this dude over there? I guess he knows him.
Unless he becomes an outlaw, which would be cool. But I
made this man piss himself in a hotel room once. He trust me to go overseas and deal with this fool.
I'm in a PM sense. So I am excited, but I will be slightly cautious. But I will go and watch it definitely in theaters when it comes out.
It's gonna be tough. I don't know.
So, them's my news.
Okay.
So I think if we're good on the news, nothing last minute.
Nope, nothing else.
Nothing. And I think we're good for Manny. I'll take the silence as an answer. We will move on to our nerd outs of the week. Who would like to go first with their offering?
One of you guys.
I volunteer as tribute. I will go first. I did a couple things over the weekend, last weekend. First thing, I decided to rewatch The Replacements because it was leaving HBO like on the 31st, so that was like the Monday that passed. I love this movie, man. The Replacements is awesome. It's a football movie starring Keanu Reeves, a bunch of other people. John Favreau's in it. Is that correct?
Oh yeah.
Yes, he is.
John
Yeah.
Favreau.
A lot of people. It's really really good movie, man. It's funny. It is definitely like a TBS TNT movie where you'll catch on TV on Sundays.
Yep.
But I think it's still hilarious. The way that the team interacts with each other, and the movie's got some heart to it. It's nice. It's Gene Hackman, one of the few roles where he's playing like a good guy, and like he's actually really good playing a good guy. So I don't know why he didn't do more. The football scenes in there were pretty good too. Some were I edited a little weird, but I'll chalk that up to like early 2000s, late 90s, film techniques of sports movies. But this is definitely a watch. Even if you're not a fan of sports in general, but you love sports movies, this is, I think is a must watch for sure.
Oh, it transcends, man. I'm, me.
Yes, I do.
I love it, and there's something to this movie.
Yeah, yeah. Because you go sports. What is the sports? How do you play the sports?
There are quite a bit of sport movies I like, though, which is kind of ironic. But
yeah, it's funny. Well, I mean, sports movies is usually not about the sports. You know what I mean? It's
like overcoming, or it's about stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, so it's about sports, but it's not about sports, and I think that's what really works. And it works here too. The general synopsis of the film, if you were curious to know more, the football league is having a strike with the players because they're not getting paid enough, and they're all overpriced crybabies saying, like what I think is like 15 million a year sounds like a lot of money, but then they go on to complain why they don't have money because they spend all of it on everything. So then the last 4 games of the season, all the teams have to get replacement players to play. And Keanu Reeves was a really talented college quarterback who blew it in the big game so bad that no one will let him forget. And I mean nobody. Every time they see him, hey, that's Shane Falco. That Sugar Bowl game was a disaster. You suck. So he has to redeem himself, and they get all these like ragtag group of guys that just didn't quite make it or didn't have the chance to. And this is their last shot to do it. So, good, fun movie. Unfortunately, it left HBO Max, but I'm pretty sure it'll pop up either there again later or somewhere else.
I bought it one night when I was out with you guys drinking, and I was like, I love The Replacements, and I was like, and then I looked, and I was like, I don't own it, and nobody's streaming it. That's it. God damn it, I'm buying this. I was pissed off, and I bought it.
So, how dare you not have a stream for me, sons of bitches? The old media I go.
You buy it, huh? We're gonna use the old ways, are we?
The old ways it shall be. But yeah, man, 100% would recommend this movie. Just give it a watch. You want a good laugh. Good sports movie. I am catching up on the Righteous Gemstones.
Me too.
I'm on episode 3 of it. And still good, man. I like that they're giving John Goodman more because I felt like in the first season he had his moments, but it wasn't really like his show, which I thought was kind of disappointing in ways. Danny McBride still doing the Danny McBride stuff. Sometimes I like it. Sometimes I just want to slap him, but it's funny more often than not. I think, like Frank said, I think last week, a couple weeks ago, that a lot of humor does come from the fact that they keep trying to push their dad out of power, and they're just flat out just like jags off to him. They're just jerks to him, man. They're like, "Listen, old man, you're basically dead. Just move over and let me take over."
They're like Jesus. Getting more brazen now.
And it's like it's so fucking. And the daughter, my God, I don't know. It's like partially understand why, because she's like the forgotten child, but damn, she just goes in on him all the time.
She's like my favorite character.
She's
Boy.
fucking funny, but
Take it and don't even take gas.
The way she talks, man.
When they're talking about the Tesla, oh my god! Do you want the Tesla? You want the fancy car? Take it and don't even take gas.
Oh, shit.
Oh
She is-
my
Love,
god!
like, I don't know. The southern stuff is what makes it kind of more funny sometimes to me because
100%.
Oh yeah.
you're like Uncle Baby Billy, what are you doing?
I can't wait. I haven't caught up at all, and I can't wait to see Goggins back.
I'm gonna have to skip my nerd out for that because it was part of my nerd out, but I don't want to say anything because you guys are not caught up.
Oh,
But
well,
I'll skip it out for me.
are
But
you
we're
on
all
6?
talking about it now, so it's completely fine.
Are you in episode 6 already?
So yeah, I am. I'm
Okay.
fully caught up. Yep.
Oh shit. Okay, so the newest episode will be out when this episode drops on Sunday. So that'll be episode 7, I
Oh, I
believe.
didn't know it was on Sundays.
Drop Sundays.
Sure, that's not on accident.
Yeah. So yeah, it's definitely not an accident. But it's hysterical, man. It really is good. I like the mystery that they're building in here. I think it's like the second episode. There's like, what the hell? How the hell what happened here?
Yeah.
And it literally does come out of nowhere. But it is intriguing to see what's going to happen and how it actually played out. And I think even the opening scene is hilarious. I don't want to get into it because it is funny. I think the way it plays out, it's still hitting all the marks. I enjoyed it a lot, and like it's weird to see it because like it's satire and like it's making fun of this like culture that they're going after, but there's also stuff that you actually do see. Like if you go on YouTube and you watch these clips, it looks like it's actually taken from like an actual church, one of these mega churches.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Such a good job.
Yeah, it's so surreal. But it's also hilarious and weird. I love it.
Cool.
You know, and yeah, like a lot of these mega churches. Damn, you just like spread this word, but all about the money, baby. Because they be rolling in it. But
did you say something about like, the rich pastor look is not in or something like that? Or
yeah.
I'm like, that's fucking funny.
Yeah, yeah, man. And then Eric Andre's in. I don't know how much he's in it, but he's in a couple episodes so far I've seen, and he's pretty toned down, but he's still funny too. Like he has moments as well.
He'll like snap all over something. All of a sudden, he'll be like,
yeah, that's
kind of let it out.
The Eric Andre way.
Yep.
Let me in.
Yeah, the greatest meme of all time.
Yeah, that actually works a lot. It's a great meme.
Yeah.
I don't want to go too much details as Manny hasn't caught up yet, and Frank's ahead of me. So, just know that so far, stamp of approval from 2/3 of the nerds so far on the Righteous Gemstones season 2.
We all love it.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Goggins is not back yet, but he's gonna come back. He always has to come back.
He comes later.
Yeah, so I'm very excited to see him back.
I was missing him too. I was like, where is he?
Baby Billy.
Who's Uncle Baby Billy?
Uncle Baby Billy.
It's me, it's baby, Uncle Baby Billy. And then my last nerd out. Last Saturday actually. I think they moved the pay-per-views to Saturday. Thank God. It was a WWE Royal Rumble, and I went over to our friend's house, Gil, to his house because he has a Royal Rumble party each year. The only caveat is you have to dress up as a wrestler to show up and watch it, and we all showed up and dressed up. I was Samoa Joe.
Oh, okay.
The pictures will probably be up sooner than later when he shares his pictures and videos. I'll put up some of mine, but it was fun, man. It's
awesome.
Like it's not uncommon to talk to people about nerd stuff, as we did at Manny's daughter's birthday. The conversation switched from like, hey, what's going on? To hey, how about that Spider-Man movie? And
Yeah.
I think we nerded out for a couple hours. That was cool.
Yeah.
But
Nice.
for someone like me, wrestling, who I love wrestling, it's harder to find people that you can really engage with. So having a party like 15 people, just talking wrestling all night while we're all dressed up, and doing a drinking game while watching two Royal Rumbles, because there's two of them now. You have the women's and the men. So
What?
yeah, so before it was like drinking game for like an hour, hour and a half. Now it's for like 2.5 hours.
Wait, so it's separate?
Yep. And my
What
God,
the?
did I get drunk? I
Oh,
think
I know you did. I
I
saw you.
had maybe one, like I drank seltzers, but I had like 22 of them,
Holy hell, dude.
almost two cases. Um, yeah, well, it's a chugging game, and the object of the game is to drink as many as you can and collect empty cans, and you win. No one really wins because we all get fucked up, but we all win in some ways as well. It's it was utterly fantastic and fun. I love this kind of stuff.
You're saying it's 2.5 hours each or 2.5
So
total?
it's like an hour or something per rumble. So before it was just one rumble. So you could drink drink a case maybe and be fine. But now we
Yeah.
have two rumbles, and that's probably a case and a half, if not two, if you're really dedicated.
Jesus
So
Christ.
it's oh my God, I ain't young no more, boys, but I can still go.
Yeah.
Um, And then the last thing I want to bring up, because what do all these young folks say? You manifest it, put it out there, and it becomes reality.
Uh-oh.
I been talking with a few friends of mine, and I said, screw it, I'm gonna try to do a photo book Zin series thing. So for those who don't know what a Zin for photo book is, basically just a book of photos that you put together, either a themed version of it or just kind of put out your work for someone to like look at or buy. I want to do a Chicago indie wrestling theme book. I have a couple pictures already, and I've already bought my tickets for some shows. I'm gonna go out there and take some pictures. Um, I actually reached out to a photographer that I follow. His name is Michael. He goes by Brainbuster on Instagram. Go check him out. He does some really good work. I just kind of talked to him and how he got started and what he did, and he helped me out a lot actually. So I kind of have an idea how to start, and I'm just gonna do it because this is something I love for photography. I started getting into it last year. I bought a camera and everything,
Yeah.
and I love doing it. And this is just and I don't expect to make money off of it. I expect to lose is like like again, I don't plan on buying like a bunch of books to sell, maybe like 20, 25, 30 copies, maybe. I don't expect to sell even a quarter of that, but I just want to be able to do it and said that I put the time and effort in to do it.
So you
So
go to the show and then you take photos and then fill up the book?
yeah.
Okay.
So
Gotcha.
there's a program you can like lay it out and make a template, and then I
Oh.
can send it to someone to actually make it for me. So
Oh, I gotcha. Hey man,
so
that's good. And it's all the best things are out of passion, so
yeah. So I
you should definitely do it.
and I figured why the hell not? I'm I'm doing the podcast that I always wanted to do. Is it good? Is it doing anything for us? Not yet. Time will tell. But then the photo book is just something I've always wanted to do. Something I could put out in the world, say I made that, and then I did that. So
Yeah, totally.
um,
And it's a physical thing too, not
yes,
just the digital. So
yeah. So I'm very excited to get
you
to work
should,
on
man.
that.
Absolutely. How many pages is it?
I'm only probably gonna aim for like maybe 20 pages, maybe. But
And how many, like, will it depend on what you shoot? Or
yeah. It,
it'll depend how many are in there?
yeah, so like I like one page can be like a full picture, and then the other one could have like one on top and one at the
Yeah.
bottom or something like that. Just kind of depends on what kind of like style and theme I want to do with it. But like I know the general theme, but I have an idea of the layout, but I have to take the pictures, and when I see them, I'll be like, oh, there's my cover, or there's the page 3, or there's I mean, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of little planning to kind of figure it out, and well, like I said, I don't plan on making money out of this. I don't do all that kind of stuff. I just want to do it and have fun doing it because That's what I'm doing now. I'm having fun going to the shows and taking pictures. I
Oh
might as
yeah,
well
man.
like do a project and
Yeah.
kind of like see what I can do.
Well,
So
you're there anyway, and you love it and everything. It's a
yeah,
good project, man. It's a good idea.
yeah. So that's
Is
my
there
future project.
do people like do people share this book like online with each other?
Mhm.
Like is that how you found out about it?
Yeah. So So the photographers will actually go out of the way, or people will ask them, "Hey, are you making a book, or are you selling prints, whatever?" And some are like,
Oh, okay.
"Well, actually, yes, I am. Here you go, so you can buy it right now." And um, I have I think I have like 4 or 5 of them already.
Nice.
I'm like, man, I'm just inspired to just do this. So
Are
it's
they are they local or are they like national or like how did you like
some are international, some are national, some are local. Um, some are working alongside WWE, some are working with AEW, some are working at that, some are just like straight uh work the indies. That they get paid to do like local shows, but you can find them anywhere and kind of.
I think it's really cool, man, because it's unique to that hobby.
Mhm.
There's not a lot of other ones you could do that for. Like, I mean, you could try like at a concert, but unless you're paying like $1,000 for a
Right.
ticket, you're not gonna be anywhere near it for a good picture. So,
Yeah.
Yeah. So
or even a sports game, you can't really do that. I mean, you could maybe like make it about the fans or something, like all the craziness of the fans or something, or you could interpret it, but it's not
yeah.
gonna be. This is pretty unique, so that sounds like a cool idea.
Yeah. So I'm very excited, and maybe I'll get my name out there, and who knows what
Oh yeah,
happen, but.
oh yeah.
So I'm very excited to get this going. I mean, I've already started without even knowing it, but I'm kind of excited to kind of go with it and move forward. So
And you've had some of the people like or talk to you or and stuff like that, right? After
yeah,
you
share. Yeah,
tagged them and stuff.
they've asked to like share my work, or like, hey, can I put this on my Instagram account? And kind of like, yeah, sure, no problem. Just
You're like,
tag me in and
hey,
all that
man.
kind of stuff. So it's cool, man. It's
Mhm.
it's always fun. Because much as we always say we don't like validation, that's a damn lie. We all like it.
Well, we do. And what's cool about yours, I mean, is like there's real people behind it, unlike me, where it's like a piece of plastic.
Oh, stupid. You're an idiot.
Hey, I'm
I
taking a
mean,
picture of a piece of plastic.
You
Look at we're
say
making
that.
news.
You say that, but I mean, you are getting paid to paint those things. So since every now and then,
Yeah.
so
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah, I started
boys moving up in the world.
maybe a month ago or month and a half. But it's fun.
Don't be modest.
Good. Oh, I'm Mr. Modest. That's who I am.
He's Mr. Modest.
I want to see that, man. Keep going. Do that. That's gonna be a really cool project.
Yeah, man, I'm very, very, very excited. So
So I mean, they're cool with like fans walking around taking photos like that during the show,
at the Indies, yes.
and you
So
can
like,
go like close to the ring or not too close.
no, not that close. You
Like
have
maybe
to be
like
paid to
first
be there.
row back
Yeah,
there.
because I mean, I can usually get like first row, second row, even third row
Yeah.
is good, just as long as I have a seat in it, so I can like move up and down.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, um, and I think do it for the indie shows would be cool because those don't really get that much attention. Like local people know it like by heart, like we've got diehard fans, but to maybe give it a little
Like
more attention.
outside of Illinois kind of
Yeah.
attention.
So you never know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's cool. All
here's for
right,
that.
man. Good luck, man. That sounds like a really good project for this year.
Thank you, sir.
You
And with
enjoy
that being
yourself,
said,
sir.
those are my nerd outs. So I'll toss it over to you guys.
Okay. You mind if I go?
Yeah, here you go.
I only have one. I've been watching a lot of shows, like weekly shows. So
Mhm.
I watched Boba and I watched Gemstones. There was something in Gemstones I want to talk about. I'll wait till you get there. And then Peacemaker. I'm really freaking enjoying that show. I don't know how. I really have no idea how. I had never even heard of Peacemaker, let me tell you that.
Hmm.
True.
So,
Yeah.
and I wasn't blown away by that character in the movie either. I thought he was cool and stuff, but
You like his tidy whities?
it wasn't anything that would stand out for me.
Sure.
But I mean, this show is really entertaining, man. Like I'm having a great time. And the first episode or two
Mm.
were good, but they did not hook me right away, and I was kind of like, I don't know about this. But it wasn't enough to make me like stop and say this is complete trash. I'm not watching this.
Right.
But I mean, I'm obviously glad that I kept on because it turned out to be really entertaining. But anyway, I'm on episode 6, maybe.
Okay.
And I think this is every Thursday, and I love John Cena's best friend. It's another superhero guy that he hangs out.
I had a feeling that I was gonna like him. So if you like
I didn't
him,
think I was. I was like,
yeah.
this guy's annoying. It's gonna be stupid. Like, but no, man. He's entertaining. It's a funny show, man. It's got great music. I showed you guys the playlist. I've been listening to the music like during the big snowpocalypse. I was like jamming out there. It's like a bunch of like 80s power ballads that I listened to anyway, like hair metal and stuff.
Nice.
So I was out there like trying to power through the snow, just jamming. I was like, I should have bought a snowblower. My friend Manny was correct.
I told you, dude.
Yep. Oh, I know.
I told you. You probably looked at prices like, this shovel works.
I was like, I'll do my back and my arms. I'll take care of this.
Oh, dude.
And then he's like, I'm a fool. Hot damn fool.
The 1 year though that actually dropped significant enough for a blower. I don't have it. What a jackass.
It's always better to have it than not need it.
Yeah.
The old principle of the condom.
Yes, that is exactly what we're talking about. Yes,
yes.
Condoms.
The old principle of the seltzer. Anyway, great show, man. You guys, I love it. I really do like it a lot.
I hear good things about it.
I gotta keep watching it. I'm on like 2 or 3.
Yeah, it gets bonkers and it gets funny and it's just great.
Very nice.
That's it.
That's it?
Too many. Yeah.
Oh, that's right, because you're skipping the gemstones. All right, then I guess toss over Manny.
All right. Well, I got a couple things.
Okay.
One of them is I think officially really got into How I Met Your Mother again, and that's because of How I Met Your Father. So I'm watching both of those.
Nice.
I'm watching. Remember, I don't know if we ever brought this up, but we brought this up. If you guys have like a TV show that you eat with,
yeah,
yeah, that's How I Met Your Mother right now. That's our TV show.
Nice.
So we have that always in the background as like just background sounds and stuff like that.
It's a lot of seasons, right? So you can kind of
9 seasons.
Yep. So happy about that. The episodes are still really good too, which kind of surprised me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm watching that. We also, Violet and I also watch the Tinder Swindler. Did you guys see that on Netflix? That was there.
No.
I'm gonna look right now while you're talking.
Yeah. So basically, it's about this guy who picked up women on Tinder and swindled them. Like, took money from them. Never really did anything like horrible, like kidnapped them or anything like that. But they basically played them and thought he had money and stuff like that. So it was pretty interesting. And how they filmed it was a little weird. Money and sex, I guess.
Tinder Swindler. Oh, I see it now. Number 2 right now.
Yep. Yep. So I heard a couple times at my job, so I'm like, let's just put it on and see how it goes. I didn't finish watching it. Violet told me exactly what happened. I mean, the way they filmed it was a little weird. Like they filmed it like a movie. And I really don't believe that the women that were telling the stories were the women, because I just thought that maybe they would have more accents or something. But Violet says those are the real women. I'm like, oh, okay.
Sorry.
And yeah.
It's a movie, right? It's not a show. It's not a series.
Yeah, it's not like different episodes. You're right. Yeah. It's just like one long movie. But yeah, that I have that and I watched it. That was okay. And then it was a movie that Violet and I were kind of waiting for, House of Gucci.
Oh,
So that one finally came out, and it was okay. It was fine,
okay.
Um, I thought that maybe this guy, what I mean, this guy is, oh, what's his name? Jared Leto would be in it a little bit more, but at
Mhm.
last he was not. Um, Gaga's performance was pretty fun to watch. Adam Driver was awesome in this movie too. Pretty good acting. It's kind of like it's not gonna win Best Picture or anything like that, but it was fun, at least.
Okay,
on
that's
HBO.
good.
No, this one you do have to rent.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Yeah, so we rented that one because, like we said, we were kind of waiting a little bit for it.
right.
But yeah, that was pretty good. And then my main nerd out has to be this new Pokemon game. Like, I've been playing it. Yeah, I've been playing it at work during lunch. Every little bit I get. I even got a new
He's playing it right now.
Switch. Yeah, I even got a new Switch. You can't
Nice.
see it because it's all white.
There you go.
So
OLED.
I freaking went in it, and I was like, oh crap, fine.
Like it a lot more.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is the screen like seamless? There's no like border to it.
basically not.
And then it's brighter and stuff like that because it's OLED.
What was that?
It's like brighter and stuff because it's OLED.
Yeah, it's
Nice.
super bright,
That's cool.
super
So
super.
you're liking the game then, huh?
I am. I'm happy to say that I am
Hmm.
really enjoying the game. At
Yeah.
first, I thought it was kind of weird because the controls were a little different. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, like I like it. I like the idea of there's like smaller Pokemon, more like bigger Pokemon, or like the alphas where they're like huge. So you could really have like an awesome looking team.
Nice.
So there's a lot of fun stuff in it.
Damn it. Don't make me get it.
Oh yeah, dude, it's so good. It
Can you?
is.
How much can you like wander around and explore? Can you just walk around whenever you feel like it, or do you have to like reach
When
a certain point or something?
it's real early on in the game.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
it's
can
super
you
early
like
on.
ride stuff a lot? Can you like fly?
Oh yeah,
Swim and okay.
yeah, but with set Pokemon.
Yeah.
At one point, you are a Pokemon with one of those, so that's kind of cool. I
That's
guess you
crazy.
are a Pokemon on all of them for the most part, but this one you're like legit a Pokemon. And it's fun, dude. Like I'm hoping this is my idea. Without
Okay.
ruining the game, I feel like this game has a lot to do with what they're working on,
Mhm.
and I do feel a gold and silver is probably happening.
I hope so.
And I'm hoping they're doing the same thing that they did with this release and Diamond and Pearl, because as you know, in this game you are in the uh, um, past of the same land that Diamond and Pearl take place on.
Oh,
And I
I
felt
didn't
that
know
was
that.
kind of weird that really correlated with each other. Like, why can't this be Kanto all the way back? You know?
Mhm.
Why does it have to be the same spot as Diamond and Pearl? And from what I know, Diamond and Pearl's not like loved like that, right?
Um,
It has its
not
fans,
sure
but
to be honest.
I don't think it's top tier.
But like Gold and Silver have like huge fans, and people
Oh, yeah.
are like clamoring for that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And
Oh, look at you! You learned a new word.
and that didn't really happen. What happened is that they released uh, the same land as Diamond and Pearl, and I was like, "What the hell, dude?"
Yeah, that
So
is odd.
what I'm hoping for, because you have to play the game, and I don't want to really give it away, but you have to play the game. But if this is like part 2 of this
Mhm.
is the same concept but going back in time with their region, I forgot what their region was called. Um, then I'm all for it. I am
Yeah,
all for it. I can't wait to see Lugia on this
I did.
beautiful screen.
Oh man, that would be sick.
Yeah,
I mean,
and what were you saying?
I forgot now. Go ahead.
Oh man, but yeah, I'm having lots and lots and lots of
Damn.
fun.
I'm surprised, to be honest with you, man.
Yeah.
I didn't think you were going to.
I know. I didn't think so either.
I'm glad. I mean, to be honest with you, I got a little bored with what's it called, Sword and Shield.
Yeah,
I did play a lot. I
it's a
got
while
like
real
6
quick.
badges, but I was like, I don't know.
It was a little too easy, to be honest.
Yeah, unfortunately. At first I loved it, but then I'm like, oh no, my eyes are open.
Some of the teams of Pokemon I had and stuff, I wasn't completely thrilled. Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, it's a cool little electric dog and this and that. I'm like, it's all right. What I like in Let's Go Pikachu Eevee was all the riding. It was really fun to me, and my daughter liked it a lot. She was like constantly wanted to figure out which ones you could ride and stuff, and or when they would follow you.
Wait, ride? Like you could ride Eevee?
You could ride like Growlithe or Ponyta.
Growlithe.
Oh,
Stuff like
yeah.
that. You know what I mean? Like around town and stuff, or
Yeah.
even outside of that. Can you get them to follow you too, like outside the Pokeball and stuff, or no?
No, they do not follow you in this one because
Okay.
in this world, people don't really work with Pokemon.
Oh yeah.
People are actually afraid of them.
Yeah.
So you're like part of a team that actually goes and looks at Pokemon. You have to make the first ever Pokedex.
Right.
Um,
Is it
so
tedious to fill that thing out?
no, it's just you play the game. Like you can either catch them or you can battle them and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
yeah, and it's a good mixture so far of Pokemon. Like there's some Pokemon I don't really care about. And there's like, oh, I remember him and all that, or like
Yeah.
Typhlosion's final form. It is different than what we're used to. And at first I'm like, oh, that's kind of lame. I don't like how he looks. And like I waited until he evolved in my game, and I was like, oh, okay, that actually is pretty cool. Yeah, cool. I can deal with that. So yeah.
Nice.
Are the battles like? Are they like turn-based still?
They are turn-based, but there's more of a strategy to it and how you want to take it. Because they added a new feature where you could do a couple attacks light, or you could do strong style. I think one's called agile style, and the other one's strong style.
Strong style.
Do you want to get 2 hits in, or do you want to get 1 massive hit in? Like, so there's things like that, and yeah.
You might hit first if you're quick or whatever.
Correct.
Damage or whatever. Yeah.
Correct. Yep.
Nice.
So it's a little different. It's different enough. Going between like finding Pokemon and battling are seamless. Like there's no cutscene anymore, which is pretty cool.
That's nice.
And you just fight where you're at.
Yeah.
Like
you just go at it. Yep.
Nice.
Or you could catch right away. Like I'm genuine and happy with this.
That's good to hear.
Yeah.
I'm so glad to hear that because man, I was just like, video game industry has been killing me. And if I was like, this is garbage too, I mean, goddamn, like nothing is safe anymore.
There's nothing sacred.
Yeah, sacred or safe.
But
That's good, man.
But yeah, man, and even with like the new Switch and all that, I mean, like, I'm like, man.
There's no like gyms, right? So because it's so early in how Pokemon are working with humans.
Yeah.
Your whole goal is just the Pokedex.
Pokedex and get different levels of stars on the Pokedex, or like be a member, like a certain member and stuff like that, like star member. So and this is kind of fun because every time you unlock like a new spot, you're like, ooh, what Pokemon would I find there? And we're dealing with so many like different generations. Like there's a huge mix on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think it's easy enough for a kid to play, like Ellie?
How old is Ellie again?
He's gonna be 8.
Yeah.
In a couple months.
Yeah. I think it would be. Because we started when we were like.
Oh yeah, we were even younger, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and we didn't have smartphones and tablets.
No, yeah, I think she could play it.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I might have to, man. I mean, I'm looking on eBay and there's actually a couple good deals.
For
Like
what?
$50, no free shipping and stuff like that.
For what? For the game?
Yeah, for the game. I
Oh,
don't know, like
this game I
60
bought
plus,
digital.
yeah, I know, but plus tax and all that. I don't know. It seemed like a lot. But yeah, it sounds pretty good. But maybe eventually, or maybe for a birthday or something.
That's good.
I'll pick it up.
Pick up,
But it's
pick
good to
up.
hear, man, that you're liking it, and it's good when you're like playing it on lunch and stuff.
Yeah,
Like you have it at work and stuff.
it's like a book. I try to get a little bit in
There you go.
whenever I can.
Yeah,
Um,
we're not stuck in the back seat anymore like we were kids, so we gotta
Waiting
find
for the street light.
but that was like perfect. Like, how long of a ride we're taking? Perfect.
Yep. You're like, oh, mom, stay out. I don't give a shit.
Yeah,
Go to, live a little, mom. Go
yeah.
to
You
Six
deserve
Flags.
it.
I got my batteries. I'm good.
Yeah, you
We're
got.
going to church? Cool. Let me get my little squiggly light, my worm light. That's what
I
it's
don't
called.
know. I'd be slapped if I did that. But what do you call
Man,
it?
playing Crystal in church. That's
funny.
You know what
I
used to
remember
do?
finding the dogs.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I was like, oh, I got one.
It was a hallelujah moment. No.
Yeah,
wasn't
it really
allowed to do
was. And
that,
I was
so
happy too.
I would like daydream and pretend like Venom like crashed through the window and like started fighting Spider-Man and like I just come up with like battle.
You're like, who needs the Holy Ghost when I got Venom and Spider-Man?
Yeah, like my story was always like when I would go there, I would always like imagine the same thing. Like Spider-Man gets like thrown through the window really hard and like slams through all the seeds, and then Venom comes in,
That's
and
funny.
they're fighting and stuff, and I'm like doing anything but paying attention.
That is hilarious.
If I could play Pokemon, man, that would have been gold.
Oh yeah, but yeah, I would have got beat too. My mom was like, "Don't you ever do that again."
But yeah, the only requirement as a kid was like, man, just feed me batteries and I'm good.
Yeah, that's all I needed. As long as I had street lamp lights, it was fine. I didn't have a squiggly light yet. I had to use a.
I don't think I ever got it taken away because it just
damn.
shut me up. Like I was like,
Either you are well behaved or you just were really good at hiding it.
no, I think they were like, if I take it away, he's gonna bother the shit out of me. You can have it all you want.
Here, you little shit, take it quiet. That's funny. But I guess the real question is, because I just like to ask questions. If you could have two Pokemon follow you around in real life, who would you choose?
What? You always love asking this question? I've never heard this question before.
Like general questions of like, what if questions.
I would do one that's like a bodyguard and then one that's like just cool, like it's on your shoulder or like follows you or like something like that. But one of each.
Okay. Like, I could have anything?
Yeah, whatever you want.
Like legendary? We're talking about legendaries?
If you want your Lugia, sure, why not?
Dude, red Lugia to work. Like,
I'd be too scared probably. It would have to be Lugia, and it would have to be a smaller Pokemon so I could just kind of like have him with me.
Yeah.
Man, yeah, that's a very good question, dude. There's a whole bunch.
Yeah, there's many different options. You can go like smart wise, like, oh, if I want to fly, I'll take a bird so I can fly here and there and have my little guy with me in the back. Or if you want to go by land or by sea, however you want. But just for me, because like these two are one of my favorite Pokemon ever. It'd be a Marowak and the Electabuzz would be my two.
Oh, yeah.
Just like
Electabuzz would be cool.
Yeah.
They'll always were his favorite.
Electabuzz is in this game.
Oh, I love that.
And
you know how hard he is to find in games? Fuck.
Yeah, and he's awesome when he shows up. But one of my favorite parts in this game are alphas. So, like I said, there's different sizes of all the Pokemons, and they're kind of accurate, what you think they would be. And there's alphas, and these alphas are like super angry. They're normally like almost the final evolution and stuff like that. And they're huge Pokemon. And
but they're not like Gigantamax or anything.
Yeah, what Pokemon did you say? Oh, like Electabuzz. So you know how Electabuzz now has a new final evolution?
Yes.
So I just saw one, and he was huge, huge. The final evolution of Electabuzz. So it was kind of cool.
Good.
and like
Wait, but-
fighting those is like pretty hard.
Yeah.
Like I caught a Rhyhorn that was a alpha, and I evolved him to Rhydon, and he's huge.
That's cool. Man.
So I hope Needle
Wow.
King is in here because
God, I
Oh,
hate you so
yeah.
much right now.
he was one of my favorite.
Yeah,
I
King
would
of
love
Queens,
him as an alpha, but I haven't seen him.
Yeah,
Damn
that'd be
you.
awesome, man.
I want to get it now. Damn it.
But yeah,
But
shit.
I know I'm not gonna play it though, so I should probably just.
There's a big Raichu. He looked cool. Like,
Ugh.
yeah.
Right, Jeff?
I haven't
How
found
many-
Pikachu yet.
Do they like? Are there any that are variations for like this time period, like, or do they look exactly like they always
Yes, Growlithe.
look?
Growlithe looks so cool. Like I forgot what those dogs are
you.
called. Those
Kind of
Chew-
Japanese dog.
Chew dogs, Chew dogs,
Food dogs, I think.
Foo dogs. He looks like a foo dog.
Mm.
And then Arcanine looks
Ugh.
awesome.
Oh my.
Oh, I can
come
only
on.
imagine.
Awesome, dude.
I'm
Was
not
it
even
like
gonna look
something
it
He
up.
from
looked like a legendary.
something from Shang-Chi almost?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was like Growlithe, I think, if I
Oh,
can
that-
remember right.
that's-
Oh, but kinda ish.
That's so cool though. Even if
that's-
it's itched that way, still that's really cool.
I hate your guts.
I hate your stinking guts.
Yeah,
you
dude.
make me vomit.
I hope. And then the other cool part about this game too is that let's say you want to have a Pikachu like Ash and have Pikachu all the way till he's like level 99. Well, Pikachu's not a good example because you need a Thunderstone to evolve him. But let's just say a Pokemon that normally in a regular game evolved at a certain level, and then
Sure.
you could stop it, but every time it levels up, you had to stop it.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
In this game, once they level up, it'll say ready to evolve, and
Mhm.
you could force to evolve.
Oh,
So
Game-wise, I
super
like that.
nice.
yeah.
It's super nice. Like
Yeah. Sometimes you
almost-
just don't want to.
yeah, I almost thought about like keeping Cyndaquil, but it's like one of those Pokemon games. Like if you want to make like the lowest level strong, you can. So I thought
Yeah.
it was kind of cool.
Oh,
Or
that's
like
cool,
like the unevolved version is strong, like really
Yeah.
strong level. Okay.
Yeah, like a Pikachu or like in Pokemon in the series, it always seemed like I'll just take Cyndaquil. Like what Cyndaquil turns into. He's a badass and all that.
Mm.
But it's always like Cyndaquil kicking ass. Like he doesn't even need to evolve, and I always thought that was kind of unique.
Gotcha.
So you
That is
get
cool.
you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, because now Sonny can get his level 100 Marowak.
Hell yeah.
Well, Cubone. Well, Cubone or Marowak?
Well,
you were
because
saying.
I mean, technically now Marowak has like two other forms. There's like a dark Hawaiian version, and then there's like a mega version. But yeah. So Cubone 100s to be cool.
But I was gonna say, let's say he likes Cubone a lot.
I do.
So he could keep Cubone at the lowest level at like 100, like you said, level 100.
Tight.
Is Howlucha in the game?
I'm gonna say
Probably not.
I'm gonna
that
say
far.
no.
No, because he think he shows up after.
Okay, how about
Pro.
how many are there in the game?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't look up that number.
150 plus, obviously. Oh, no, I don't know. I imagine that would be a good.
I
number.
actually don't think there's that many.
That's interesting.
I think the DLC is probably going to have a little bit more.
So is the whole like region unlocked or is it like blocked off?
I think it's blocked off a little bit. Like you
Okay,
don't
that's
really
fine.
notice it because it's so much.
Yeah.
You don't really notice it, but it's blocked off.
Okay, that makes sense.
There is really nothing to do in the open land, which was kind of sucky.
Yeah.
And the limitations of the Nintendo Switch are there. Like a lot of people saying the graphics should be better and all that. The graphics are fine to me. Like for me, they're one of the better ones in Pokemon. Doesn't look like it looks like a cartoon, but a little more realistic.
Okay.
Ish.
Yeah.
It is like Breath of the Wild, where you craft stuff and do that. I'm having a lot of fun. I'm having a lot of fun with it.
Sounds awesome.
Sounds like a good time.
The other thing I like too is that you don't have to buy two versions of the game. I like the one version with everything.
Oh yeah, it's nice.
There's not really battling with anybody. Like if I want to do multiplayer or anything like that, I could trade.
Mhm.
But that's really
Okay, that's a good question. Do you there's no gyms, but do you battle anybody else who's trying to like use Pokemon?
yeah. There's some people that have like one Pokemon or anything like that. So yes.
Cool. Damn it. Okay. Well, good.
Frankie's like, next question, because I'm on the fence, but you're pushing me there, sir. How about this?
Out there.
It's an interview.
Good
I love it.
nerd outs then.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Solid
really
stuff.
it's really fun.
It's crazy how Pokemon just it'll have its down periods, but it never goes away, and sometimes it surprises you and just kind of like makes you go like, well, I love Pokemon again.
It's crazy how like new fans are so easy to get into it because
Yeah.
I didn't do much, and Ellie is like super obsessed. Like,
Hmm.
has her binder and watches the show and likes the game.
Yeah.
It's cool for kids. Kids just love it right away.
Shit, adults too, dang.
Yeah, well, yeah. We look at
It's
they
for everyone,
kept
which is
on.
great. Yeah.
We never dropped it. It's always
Yeah.
stayed with us.
Which is awesome because then you can pass it on to your kids and they
Even
keep
if we
passing it down.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's good.
And they get so everybody wins, right?
Yeah, everybody wins. Yes, so that was our Pokemon episode.
Yeah. Right.
Are we good with the nerd outs?
I am.
Yeah. Unless you guys want to ask more questions, but yeah.
We'll probably have more later on in the chat, but I think for now, I think we're good. So, with that being said, guys, this is the time of the episode where we cut you off because we're going to be doing some spoiler talks for the newest episode of the book of Boba the Fett. We got an hour. You got an hour, 18 minutes, I think, of a really solid episode. So don't feel like you're being cheated because you can stick around and listen to the spoiler stuff if you want. We'll be doing that in a couple minutes, a couple seconds here. I want to say minutes. So you can find us on Instagram, Facebook, Three Nerds on a Sunday. Listen to the audio version, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, any podcast app of your choice. Watch our beautiful faces on YouTube and Three Nerds on a Sunday. If you decide to join us next week, thank you again for watching this episode. We will see you again. And for those that are sticking around, again, spoilers. You've been warned. If you haven't watched it or caught up yet, we will spoil everything. So we'll give you a couple seconds to jump off, and then we'll get into it. But Star Wars is interesting. Sometimes I hate it. Sometimes I love it. It's a love-hate thing.
Yeah.
And all right, guys, we warned you. Newest episode 6, the penultimate. I should learn English. The penultimate episode to the Book of the Boba the Fett, or as I like to call it, Mandalorian season 3, episode 2.
Yep.
Jesus. I'll have like usual. I have more to say on that, but this is definitely I don't know how you felt, the guys, about it, but I felt like it was very fan servicey episode overall.
Sure.
Not necessarily a bad thing, but it definitely felt like they were like, "Hey guys, let's pull out all the stops and you can enjoy these characters." Because newsflash, baby Grogu comes back. Luke, Ahsoka shows up. We get a first live action appearance of a animated character. Shows up. We have another character from season 2 of Mandalorian episode 1 shows up. So I mean, it's just stacked full of people and cameos and faces that you think you wouldn't see again. Do you want to? Should we break it down like we usually do? Just go by from beginning to end, or just kind of want to start talking about things?
Yeah, like refresh maybe. You're pretty good
Okay.
at it.
All right. So we start off with Mando in his ship. No, I'm sorry, we don't. We start with a returning character, Cobb Vance. Yes, I believe I say his name right.
Yeah, Cobb Vance. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I keep want to say the other name, but it's Cod.
But
He
really,
shows. Yeah, yeah. So he's on screen. He stumbles upon some pike guys doing some shady deals out in the boonies, and pulling out his justified stuff and pulling out a really cool speech, like a badass speech. It's like, now you can turn around, and I'll just
Yeah.
chalk it up as reading the map wrong. But
Yeah,
you want to
that's
tell,
good.
it's like,
I love how he talks. I like him.
yeah, he's a cool character, and he's a really cool actor, and especially when he does like lawman,
Yeah.
southern kind of like cowboy stuff. I think he's great.
Yep.
And he ends up gunning down three of them, giving the fourth one a warning, say, "Hey, get out of here now! I don't want to shoot you."
No, he said, think about it again, or take a moment and think, or he repeated something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gives him a lot of warning and tells him, "I will
He's a
shoot you in
smart
the
one.
face,"
Yeah.
and he does, and he's a quick draw. So he had
He's quick.
that was a cool scene to watch. And then we come to see that the dealing was, I believe, it was for spice. Like they were handing him a box of spice for like one of those, what do they call them, a cantina thing full
Yeah.
of coins.
Little credit holder thing.
Yeah,
Little credits. Like Star Wars version of
The ice cream machine.
Space.
yeah. It's the ice cream machine. Um, and then he kicks it over. The spice comes out, and then the the Boba Fett starts playing the pretty good theme. I'm not gonna lie, that theme is
I
growing
do
on me a
like
lot.
that scene a
I
lot.
like that.
Yeah, it's good.
Like, it almost gets you like hyped up, like ha,
Yeah.
like oh yeah, yeah.
I
And
kept thinking that.
and then we don't see
yeah.
Boba.
Yeah, we do not see him. And then we
Closely,
move.
there's
Change
a,
of
Mar-
thought.
there's
Like,
a DC
we're
there's a
gonna
Star Wars
show it.
legend named Boba Fett.
Yeah, who knew?
Who knew?
So then we pull up with Mando in his midlife crisis dad hot rod vehicle. It's a badass ship. I love it, but it
Oh,
looks
okay.
it has the protruding engine. It's Jesus. It's a hot rod. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, it's funny how they added that. I'll show you.
Um,
In case it wasn't clear, it was
yeah,
like,
because was it clear? This ship goes super
gonna
fast.
add this little thing on top.
We the title comes on, the theme plays, and then we go to him and his new ship, driving around in space, going to this nice planet. Again, nice to kind of get out of the desert for once. Some bamboo and water and greens instead of sad and dirt, and it's all
Yeah,
dirt.
better.
Fucking Tatooine. And then he lands, starts walking around, and he bumps into R2D2.
I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, it's like, hey, it's R2D2. What's up, buddy? And basically, he's talking to, hey, he's like, hey, I'm here to see the kid. Take me to him. I have whatever. Just I want to see him. R2 brings him over to a building that's being built by these spider robot things.
Ants.
Ants. Yes, we'll go ants. Thank you, sir.
You're doing a great job.
I've never seen them before. Is that a thing?
Okay,
Are those robots a thing? I'm assuming they are. I'm assuming they're in like some kind of comic and page 2 and on some story.
Yeah.
So then he just kind of R2 just kind of shuts down on him. he's like, "Is there anyone alive? Anybody is not a robot? Please talk to me. Talk to me."
That was funny.
And then he just kind of takes a seat and just kind of takes a rest as the cool air hits his metal helmet. And then we shoot over to Luke and Grogu on a couple of rocks meditating, and Grogu just being a cute son of a bitch.
Were you
And so-
surprised that we got him?
Yeah, I didn't think of both of them. I didn't think I'd see him again until Mando series came up, but since we're doing Mando now, so I guess it was appropriate. I was surprised. I think they're just like come on and be like, here he is, here's Luke and the baby, enjoy. And damn it, I mean, all I can say about this is that damn cute son of a bitch. He's just so adorable. He's absolutely adorable.
Oh man.
His little
And all the
jumps.
things he does, and yeah, little skips he does for him with the force.
Yes, I'm like, oh,
To
he's
walk
so
fast
cute.
enough. And then he uses a fork to get snacks. He doesn't do it for nothing else.
Yeah. Oh man, it's just fantastic. I don't want to spend too much time because it is basically a episode where Luke is training Grogu and kind of teach him some ways of the Jedi and just kind of
Mhm.
get him to open up a little bit more because Grogu's still very blocked off. And as we can see in one of the scenes, Luke actually helps to, I guess, unlock some memories of Grogu, kind of where he was from, and instead of seeing where he's from, we actually we see a flashback because this show loves flashbacks of him, and I'm assuming at the Jedi Temple. I can only assume
Yeah.
during the Order 66, during the Clone Wars era, or I guess the end of the Clone War era. And we see three Jedi's are fighting in the hallway with a bunch of kind of clone troopers shooting at them, and the three Jedi's are killed, and the clone troopers start to make their way towards Grogu, and he just has a terrified look on his face.
Yep.
Screen goes to black, and then he wakes up like, "Woo, uh, cocaine's a hell of a drug," and then he continues his training. And then while all that's going on, Mando wakes up to Ahsoka just standing there being all creepy like, just watch him sleep. And she gives a really cool line. She's a friend of the family.
Yeah.
And I thought that was a cool little line. That was very cool. And they go on and have their talk. But basically it comes down to, hey, I know you miss him. You can't give him that gift. He's studying to be a Jedi. He can't have any attachments, which I think is bullshit. They all have attachments.
Yeah.
And
that little rule caused the biggest problem in the galaxy. So
more than once.
Might want to rethink that.
Yeah, Luke, which I know he did in the new movies, but it was just handled poorly. Actually, no, it was handled terribly because the teachings are still being passed down exactly the way they were. Don't get me started in the movies. So then she goes, hey, and Mando goes, well, okay, here, can you give him? Excuse me, can you give him this gift that I got him? It is he's a foundling. It's his right to have it. And she goes, I will make sure he gets it. Sure. Bye-bye. Peace.
I kind of like how when he woke up, he wasn't complete. Like if Boba would have woke up like that, he would have gone, what's going on? He would have dropped
Who did?
Or he would have said, you know who I am?
I am Boba Fett.
What's his name? Yeah, he just pulled his blaster right out.
Yeah, he's very quick. He's like, yeah.
Oh, don't be sneaking up on me.
And so yeah, fast forward a little bit. So then we join Mando back on Tatooine, where he just stumbles upon the Boba Fett show as as Boba and his crew with the Power Ranger guys, Black Chrysanthemum. They're hostage that the mayor's assistant is there in handcuffs.
Oh, it was so funny how he's like, oh, that was a planned vacation, sir.
He's still being a smart ass. He won't shut up, will he?
Really funny.
He's loyal to the end.
Oh man.
And again, we got one more episode. I don't know how they're gonna do this. Finnick is explaining that, hey, with Chrysanthemum and the Mandalorian here, we have enough muscle to kind of like reinforce our area and to be enforcers, but we don't have a foot soldiers if this turns into all-out war. Yeah. And then Mando goes, "Oh yeah."
I forgot about that.
And then Mando's like, "Hey, I got you. I might have an idea." So then we end up him flying over to the other side of Tatooine
to talk to some Jawas. Don't worry.
Yeah. So he ends up meeting up with Cod Vans, and they kind of bond over a second over the fact that everyone loves the Naboo fighter starship, which again, one of my favorite designs, hands down. And they kind of that they have a talk at the bar, and again, Cod Van Zandt with some Cod Vans with some great lines. He's like, I'll probably botch it, but he's like, it's what I like about you, Mando. You can flash that smile and get away with anything. I'm like, nice. It just feels natural coming out of your mouth, sir. You're born to play a sheriff.
Oh, he's so good, man.
It's very good. And they had their back and forth, and Mando's like, oh, this and that. Oh, I don't know, blah 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 blah. And then he takes off. He says, "Cod is like, I'll think about it." And then he says, "I'll have a town meeting. This might be our problem more than we think." And then, wow, wow, wow. A man in the far distance starts to walk up from the desert, because apparently everyone walks on these banfas, on these slow ass banfas everywhere in Tatooine, except for Mando. Everyone else just walks everywhere.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Yeah,
Sorry, not dead. Walk it.
a badass scene. But like, what did you park your ship like 10 miles away and walked? Like, what's wrong with you?
Pretty. Yeah.
So this this shadowy figure in the far distance starts walking up slow, and Cod just tells people, "Hey, get inside. Hopefully, there's no problems." But this, just kind of run and hide. And then his deputy, this dumbass was gonna die. He was just a dummy. He just doesn't take orders well. Comes up.
Get out of here.
Yeah. So his character finally comes into frame more and more, and you might know him if you see some blue skin and a badass hat. For those who don't know already, Cad Bane makes his live action debut in the Star Wars universe. Mm-hmm. And of course, Cad Bane being badass too, just like, whatever Boba Fett's paying you, we'll match it. Just stand on the sideline and let it play out. And again, great lines from him too. Like it was fantastic. It was just like it was just so great when he's like Boba Fett's a stone cold killer and he worked for the Empire. It's like, oh my god,
man, I just love him.
That guy.
And then when he just starts to get pissed. I don't know. He snarls and talk.
And the thing is, he didn't get pissed. He just said, "You should have gave up your armor," and he just starts slowly drawing. I'm like, "Oh my god, this is awesome."
It didn't even draw.
You're saying, "Oh my god."
So good.
Oh, this was everything I ever wanted. Like, oh man, I always loved westerns and everything.
Yeah.
Cad was always like top 3, top 2 for me. Like maybe 3. It was like Ahsoka, Rex, and Cad Bane for me.
He's a great character, man.
Almost. Yeah.
He really is. I mean, I don't want to go into all the history, but just like he was like I believe he was like a mentor to like Django. He was always like the second best bounty hunter, but the day that Django got his head cut off, he became number 1.
Okay.
The man, and like what I love about the story is like, how like, or I don't know if you guys know or not, bounty hunters usually join the Bounty Hunters Guild because it's just easier. Cad Bane went the independent because he's like, I don't like the way you guys operate. You're kind of shady, so I'm gonna do my own thing on the side.
It's good enough to be.
I mean, I don't know if he's killed Jedis, but the man could fight off Jedis no problem. Like he can hold his own against Jedis, more than one.
Oh yeah.
I mean, like, and then in the Clone Wars, it took, I think it was Obi-Wan, Mace Windu, and Anakin to do some mind tricks to give up the location, and he still wouldn't do it. He resisted 3 of them.
Yeah.
And said, "Fuck you! I'm not telling you."
He's got a strong will.
So just to see him live action is really cool, and the fact that they gave him his voice still, and I will say I'm glad that the hat's a lot smaller and it looks really good, because like in the show it's huge and it works in the show, but I think live action will look funny.
Mm-hmm. I love the sound of his gun too. It's like really powerful.
Yes.
It just doesn't sound like any old blaster. Like, sounds like a freaking starfighter, like taking off when it shoots.
Yeah.
Bam, bam. Shoots the guy like 40 times.
Yeah. he lit up that deputy like nothing. Like,
oh
pow,
man.
pow, pow, pow. And and this was some smart editing. You can see him like get shot in the shoulder, but it looks like he like shot him in the chest. Yeah. But there's no mistake. He shot that deputy like 5 times clear in the chest. No question.
Yeah, and I was saying, I think in the chat that I like that he shot Cobb Vanth first.
Yeah,
because he knows the other guy's kind of a rookie and he's an idiot and he's not going to draw fast enough.
Oh,
He's got time.
I think he barely got out of the holster. Where he got he was already on the third shot.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
man, I was so happy with this character.
But this is like the second time Bane has like kind of missed.
No, he shot him on purpose in the shoulder.
You think so?
I think it was a message.
And you think he did
Yeah.
the same thing with Hunter?
Hunter was I think he was just off by like a centimeter, but it was
so
a really good
close
shot though.
that, yeah, they were trying to show that Hunter is like almost good enough,
Almost.
but just almost not. Yeah, it just wasn't.
He wasn't quite on the mark yet.
But his blaster then, I mean, it could put a dent in Beskar then.
Allegedly, I don't think think that's canon yet. If I remember correctly, I think the scene's out there, but I don't think it's canon.
Yeah, it's not truly canon.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so, and then again, Cod with his, as long as the spice flows, everyone be left alone. Just walks away. I'm like, damn it, he's so cool.
Yeah.
And then the very last scene, because then we shoot back to Luke and Grogu doing their Grogu Luke thing. Essentially, they pulled a lone wolf and cub thing here where Luke goes, hey, listen here, little buddy. Do you want this awesome lightsaber that belonged to my master, the greatest Jedi of all time, Master Yoda? Or do you want that chainmail thing over there? You know, whatever you want. You know, I mean, whatever. He's going to die before you like turn 100. It's fine. But essentially he gave the opportunity. He said, listen, you can choose the gift from the Mandalorian, but you will join him and you will basically say you're going to turn your back on the way of the Jedi and you will not be trained. Or you choose the lightsaber, get rid of all your attachments from your past and be the first student of his new Luke's new school.
Mm-hmm.
And then the camera pans to Grogu looking all confused, like, oh, I just want frogs, man. What the hell's going on?
Yeah.
And
don't you got any cookies around here?
You got any frog cookies? And that was the end of the episode. A lot happened. A lot of stuff showed up. A lot of characters. A lot of stuff. Seeing Luke and Ahsoka on the same screen together, talking. You know,
that just was weird.
Yeah. And when she goes like, "You're so much like your father," and just like the small little moments, it was like you never thought you would see it. Or
never thought. Never.
It's insane. And
it looks so much better. The deepfake technology.
It was so good.
Night and day.
Sometimes eerily too good. I'm like, oh, that's fucking weird. Stop it.
Yeah.
Technology for you. But no, yeah. I mean, so overall, I enjoyed the episode a lot. As you can tell, I really enjoyed the Cad Bane stuff more than anything else. Grogu being cute, just was a nice little cherry on top. But that also takes me back to my biggest issue of the show is the fact that apparently they said, "Fuck you, Boba Fett. This ain't your show no more." That's 2 episodes.
I love that meme where it's like, what does he say? You hear me or what? This is my show now.
Oh yeah, he's like,
no.
I'm the captain now.
Look at me, I'm the captain.
Yeah. Look at me. This is my show now. I mean, he had. I think he was on screen like maybe less than a minute or two in 2 episodes.
Yeah, he said like one word and then stared at Fennec and then looked around and I was like,
Yeah. And I'm coming at people again because screw it, why not? People are like, oh well, the Mando did that too. They were bringing characters and like they never gave him this much time to another character. Like at least Mando was still in the episodes. They just flat out.
Mando was almost in every episode.
Yeah, and in here they just flat out said, no, Boba Fett, you can't have it. Just go away for a while. And then like I can see it happening if this was like season 2 or 3, but this is the debut season of a Boba Fett, and I just felt like they really, I don't want to say disrespected him because, I mean they did and they didn't. Like again, like it's part of a bigger. Yeah, I mean it's part of a bigger issue that I have problems with, but it's we got one more episode. We have a lot to sew up in one episode. The way that I can forgive any of this and have a chance to still be great is if at the end of the next episode they go season 2 next year, next December or something like that. That'd be fine. Because okay, then you're giving more time to grow. This feels like we're just getting started. Like we're just like the story hasn't started. Oh, that's what I forgot too. They finally made the Pikes do something. So you hate them. They blew up the bar or
Yeah, I forgot about
the
that.
nightclub, casino bar, maybe juggalos and strippers. I don't know. It's hard to tell. They blew it up. A character that I forgot the character's name. Played by Jessica. It's not Biel, but Jessica Biel, something like that. She was
People keep mentioning her.
the owner of the club. A great character. I think they should have done more with her. I personally think she could have been some more, but right now it looks like she done got dead. They blew up the bar, and that's really it. Like the Pikes haven't come off as a threat. They've said that they are, but we haven't seen anything. This war, it's gonna end in one episode. They've teased him writing his
Where did they tease him? Hold on, don't finish that sentence because I haven't seen that.
no. This was like what, like episode 3, whatever. His
Oh,
his Rancor. Like it's a lot of stuff to get in to like one episode. There's a lot of shit that you got to get done in one episode, and unless they give him 2 hours, I don't know how they're gonna do it.
yeah, but when
Like,
that
if
actually
that's the
happens, we're
episode,
gonna be like, "Damn, that's awesome."
it better look good.
Yeah, that's the thing. If it looks shitty, it's not gonna be as good.
Gotta make it look good.
Gotta put the money.
It's just so low quality that I was just like, please
Yeah.
don't do that.
It's weird. It's weird how like it has so much money into it, and then also they give like no money to it, like certain episodes.
How
Like,
good the
just-
training was. Like that was really high quality for
Yep.
me. Like I could feel the speed and all the action was great. Everything was great.
Yep.
And
And then the scooter chase was
Oh.
god awful.
Power Ranger scooter chase.
the
Turbo, free turbo.
Yes.
I was just waiting for fucking Shark Boy to jump up the roof and be like, "Hey,
Shark Boy and Lava Girl unite.
I'll get him, Boba. Don't worry." Who
Yeah,
the fuck
man.
is Shark Boy. Oh, okay.
And I believe it was Dave Fioni that directed this episode, correct?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah,
It
he
was.
wrote it and directed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bryce Dallas Howard and him just knocked it out of the park these 2 episodes. With Mando, but again, this isn't Mando season 3. This is Boba the Fett, Book of Boba Fett, and I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, it ruins the expectation that you have. I mean, it's not that the show's not good,
Right.
and
It's
fine
good.
it deviates from Boba, but it's just weird that it just ruins your expectations because you're like, oh, this is a Boba show,
Yes.
and you lose 2 entire episodes or something
Yeah.
like that, which is
Yeah.
good stuff that we saw.
Great stuff.
That it's just like, oh, okay, I didn't know we were gonna do that. And I noticed that in every single Fiona show, I always feel like, why are you wasting time?
Yeah.
I'm like, why are we doing this? Like, don't we have this big problem? Or and every single show of his also, I'm always like, you got a lot to wrap up here, man. Like, are you gonna have enough time here? Like,
Yeah.
single time.
I
I don't know. Like, I guess that's just his style. I have to get used to it.
I mean, it's not even really just him. There's a lot of shows that like they get 12 episodes, but they forget that they have to tell a story. Oh shit, the last 2 episodes just cram as much as you can in there. There's a lot of
And it's like, we'll get to it later.
yeah, it's like no, you got 12. Like other shows, like you got 12 episodes. Figure it out, make it pace
what
well.
I hate also is like when a show is building to something really monumental and then they cliffhang it, and then in the very next season or episode they just like brush it aside where they're like, oh, that wasn't that big a deal.
Yeah,
Like
Yeah.
you thought like,
Yeah.
the characters was gonna be shattered, and they're just like they're fine. They're like,
yeah.
it wasn't-
It was like it was but a
What?
scratch.
wait a minute. Freaking, like,
Yeah.
be worried about that.
Yeah, and I think after the first episode, I knew I knew I was gonna watch the show regardless. I was gonna, I'm not as much as upset about certain things and the way they've done it. I do enjoy the show. I think the show is good. It should be fantastic, but it's good. And I'm willing to give it, like I said, if we get a season 2, I'm willing to give it that pass because I won't say famously, but I notoriously was on here when I said I wasn't really behind the Mandalorian show until the jailbreak episode on the first season, and then I was in, and then season 2 just blew us away. So I'm always willing to give like these type of shows more time and a little more expectation because sometimes it just takes a while to get there. But damn, you're really dragging your feet with this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So.
it's like a constant thing people like to do.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, maybe he'll get his revenge and take a couple episodes from Mando in season 3. Who knows? Um, I mean, what would you guys think? Would you think that this would save the show? Like if at the end Boba Fett gets control, but it turns out he was the bad guy the whole time. Like he's just playing nice because to fool everyone, and then he turns around and goes like, "Nah, dog, I'm like tattooing his mind, and I rule it all now."
I'll take it.
That'd be kind of cool, actually. I never
Yeah.
even considered that.
I'll take it.
Yeah,
That
I
would
think that would help.
So like genius and be like, wow, this ruthless son of a bitch just acted like a evil old man this whole time.
Yeah, because
Like
I mean,
months off or something.
yeah, because again, the
Because why is he asking them to stand down and stuff? Like there could be something to it. I don't know.
that could be, and then bring it again. Like this is one of those things where like having that history kind of makes you imply something happened, and there's a good chance it might have happened. But bringing Cat Bait in, he has history with with Boba Fett. They don't like each other, and then the fact that he worked with the Empire and the Guild at the same time, and a bunch of other things. Cad Bane has some bad blood with Boba Fett, and the fact, and again, like to me, maybe reading too much into it, but when he was like, he's a cold-blooded killer and he worked for the Empire, it just like
Yeah.
the anger that he had in his voice when he
Like when he
gave that
talked
line,
about, yeah.
it was like, it's
He
interesting.
didn't say was, and like he
Yes,
didn't like,
yeah,
I don't know. You know what I mean?
yeah. Now, like, and again, like, I mean, I think it'd be, again, personally, I think it'd be like fantastic if like those like flashbacks of the Tuscans weren't quite as true as he thought it was, or maybe it was different in his head. But like, I just feel like that can really make this show like a whole different level. If he just turns around and is like, "Nope, I was the bad guy all along."
Dude, I would love that. Oh
It
man.
it was
But now
Boba
if it
Fett
isn't, I'm
all
gonna be like,
along.
oh, he was just a feeble old sissy.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't.
yeah. And again, like that, like I'm not expecting that to happen. I'm not saying I'm banking on it, but I'm saying like to me, if they did that, it would save the show like tremendously, like 180 completely. I don't have an expectation that's gonna happen, but it's more of a speculation of like what could save the show. So I don't want to get too excited and come back. But you said no, I didn't say that. I said what if?
Yeah,
That'd be really cool.
that would be cool. Damn. I actually want that to be the case now.
Yeah, I mean, I think that would just be like the greatest swerve that they could pull off and be like, wow, you actually had the balls to do it. So because Star Wars loves to make people likable so they can sell toys, which is I get it. I mean, I get it. It's part of the business
There's
style,
another
but
theory out there. I don't want to repeat it because I don't like to like feed into this because
right.
I just
Yeah,
like to take it as I don't want to like theorize. I don't like to do that. Like where I'm like, oh, I bet this will happen. I don't like to do all
right.
that. Like
Yeah.
I'll take what happens and then yeah, I'll be upset about it, but I'm not gonna like
Right.
come up with theories and shit or like
Yeah.
read them all.
Yeah. No, yeah.
I'm like,
And
no, wait till next Wednesday. I'm gonna watch it.
yes.
Whatever.
Yeah. Like that, I uh, I am excited still to watch it. Like I like it's not one of those shows where like, oh, I forgot it's on, I have to watch it. Like I do still want to watch it. It's just
Yeah.
I hope it ends well. Because again, as of right now, I think it's a limited series, but I'm feeling that they're gonna do a season 2. Just why not
Maybe
make
both.
some more money?
Maybe if he doesn't have a whole show named after him and he's not like in most of the episodes, but he can still appear, of course.
Yeah. Yeah.
he was messing around with somebody else or something or whatever.
Yeah, because I mean, at this point, they're all kind of linked in some way, shape, or form. I mean, and so it's always been a criticism of Star Wars. Everyone is tied to someone somewhere all the time. The galaxy is really small in Star Wars.
Like, I used to play cards with that guy.
Yep.
There's
Yeah.
fucking quadrillion, more than quadrillions of people in the galaxy.
Yeah.
Always seen fools doing the same thing.
Everything always happens on Tatooine, and that's about it, apparently.
Hey, this guy stole my lunch money one day. Like, oh, come the fuck on, dude.
It's like the greatest bounty
Yeah,
hunter.
I
That
know,
man
it
stole
does
my milk.
make it feel small, especially the amount that they. Because like, if they would have gone the extra mile and been like, oh, this Naboo fighter was flown by a very special young boy who
Yeah, I would have been
blew
like,
up
ooh.
shit. I was like, come on,
Yeah.
dude. You guys gotta fucking stop. That's
Yeah.
too much.
Like,
They didn't say that though, right?
no.
No,
It was
But
just,
if
that's
they did,
insane.
yeah.
they're shrinking this galaxy, man.
Yeah. Because, like, with this show, minus Ahsoka and Luke, because that was just like, we got cram that shit in. Like having Cad Bane show up made sense because they're bounty hunters. They're paid to go places, So
Yeah,
the
and
Pike are going to go to war. You hire the best shooter.
hire that guy.
Yeah. Black Chris Sutton.
Yeah.
He's paid to fight. You bring him somewhere and it makes sense. It just just one of those things where, like, in this story, in this setup, it makes sense because they're all bounty hunters. They all get paid to go places. So it's not like if I don't know, like Mace Windu shows up out of nowhere just because, like, oh shit, we need a guy that can handle a lightsaber. It would just make no sense. But this, like, so far, a lot of these cameos and new characters are. That are now canon are make sense so far.
Yeah.
Do you guys think Mace is gonna show up, like, at any point?
Dang it.
Not in this one, but
No, right? Yeah. I mean, it's interesting. I don't know. I don't know why he would. I don't necessarily want to see it, but I wouldn't be surprised if that happens.
I say yes.
I'll say that.
I mean,
Where do you think he would show up at?
Oh,
thinking about
Like Ahsoka show maybe or something like that, or like she like tracks down other.
Obi-Wan. If there's a flashback or something.
I think Obi-Wan.
That's a good. That's good. That's a good option too. I always forget that that's coming up.
Can you imagine? Oh man, I'd be so happy.
With what?
Live action Rex.
Oh, we already got live action Rex.
I was thinking about that actually.
Honestly, just give him a beard, and he's about the right age now. So yeah, he actually makes a better Rex now than he does Boba Fett. So,
yeah.
Well, what I meant was
but he'd be dead.
Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, in the forest or whatever.
Yeah, it's
still funny. Guy who's supposed to be Rex.
Yeah, like he's like, see that guy? We're making him Rex. Okay, cool.
No, he is Rex. Filoni did it.
Right?
Yeah.
No, yeah, no, I know it's canon now, but I'm just saying it's funny.
I know it is funny. I'm like, fuck you, that ain't Rex.
It is Rex.
I don't care. Fuck you.
I think we're good on this episode. You guys have anything else you want to say, or
no? It was pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah, it just makes me want Boba Fett to be better, and also just to give me Mandalorian season 3 already. Give me all that shit, because these 2 episodes were basically just to set up his season.
Is that coming out this year or no?
Maybe end of the year, if I had to guess.
Oh, okay.
I think next year.
Maybe next year. Yeah, sometime, but not right real soon.
Okay. Well, the next is what? The Rogue One show or the Obi show?
I think it's Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Okay.
I think. I still have no idea what they're gonna do with Rangers if that's moving forward.
Going back to
that's
the nerd
canceled.
Cancel.
I was actually thinking I've been enjoying Peacemaker more than any of the Marvel shows that have come out.
Sweet baby Jesus.
It's like on a different kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like,
sure.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, I can only assume that there's humor and blood and jokes. It's like That's funny as shit.
Kind of refreshing because, you know, obviously they can't do half that stuff in Marvel.
Can't do a quarter of that stuff.
Yeah, a quarter of it. And it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, it's like, I don't know.
No, I get it
It's
though.
just so different that I was like, oh, I like this a lot.
Yeah, it's like the Righteous Gemstones or what's the show with Bob Saget?
uh,
Full House.
Full House, yeah.
You know, it's like vastly different shows. Kind of the same, vastly different.
Yeah, no, you're right.
So,
That's actually a funny comparison.
yeah. So, well, yeah, we'll call it there, guys. That's our
Yeah.
spoiler talks of Boba Fett / Mandalorian, episode 6. Guess I'll give you a quick rundown. 3 on Sunday. Follow us everywhere. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and any podcast app of your choice. Every Sunday, you can find us. Watch our faces, listen to our voices, have fun, engage with us. Let us know what you think. Got questions? Leave them in the comments. Send to our email. Whatever. We would love to hear from you guys. So, with that being said, we will catch you next week for some more news, some nerd outs, some maybe arguments. Who knows? It's been a while. And we'll talk about the season / maybe series finale of Book of Boba Fett. So until then, guys, bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye. Boba Fett.